Good morning everybody and welcome. Welcome to Jim's 5am Club, and today I come to you from a beautiful location up here at Port Stephens, and it's the Halifax Park Caravan Park. You can probably see it in the background there. But there's a beautiful grassed area here which leads out onto Shoal Bay Beach. I'll head down there. But it's a winter's day and it's absolutely awesome. A couple of these lorikeets came out of some of these holes in the trees. They must have some young ones in there or preparing some nests. You see them up there in the tree there, having a bit of fun with me. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying before, it's winter time, middle of winter. It's mild, I'm with a t-shirt. I'm going to go for a swim. Water temperature is about 17 degrees I think at the moment, but no problems with that. 17 degrees is a good temperature. Anyway, I want to have a chat to you about a topic which is near and dear to my heart. Many years ago when I worked at IBM, IBM back in those days was a real gun organisation, and it took security very, very seriously. I remember working in the accounting team there, and we had one of the senior executives come and chat to us about the importance of each of us doing our part to make sure that the security of the firm was upheld. And I remember her saying something which was pretty interesting and very, very important, and something that stayed with me ever since. And it was on theft. She said that each of us have a role to play in theft, and it's just not somebody else's fault. When something gets stolen, it's not the fault of the thief entirely. And hear me out and I'll let you know where we're going with this. What she said was that each and every one of us have a responsibility to manage, maintain and secure our property or the company's property. And if we don't do our part, then we can't just blame somebody else for stealing it. By all means, it's not right for people to thieve and to steal, but as Jan McNish was saying, was that we all have a part to play. So think about that. For young people, it's important to consider your role in your growth and development and in your future. If it doesn't work out, it's not the teacher's fault. If it doesn't work out, it's not your parents' fault. If it doesn't work out, it's not your uncles and aunts' fault or your grandparents' fault or anybody else's fault. If it doesn't work out, it's partly your fault. And not only is it partly your fault, but some people will actually go as far as saying it's entirely your fault. What we need to understand is that, and let me just turn around to get some light on my face. What we need to understand is that, yeah, it's still working. What we need to understand is that in our lives, we are in control for what we do and what we don't do. Yes, of course, there are limitations, and there are things around us that inhibit us from doing every single thing we want. But if you reach 50 or 60 years of age and you're still blaming everybody else for the problems that you had in your life, then I think you've missed the point. There's only so much that you can blame everybody else on your failings. So for the young people out there, take some time to think about what you want to achieve, and to remember, as I've said in the previous version of the Gyms Club, the ball is always in your court, and it's up to you. It's up to you to take action and to bring about the results that you want. Whoop, about to get clobbered by some water. So there we go. As Jan said, yes, there are thieves out there. There are people out there who are going to be trying to thieve our time, thieve our reputation, thieve from every aspect of our lives, not only physically, but mentally, socially, spiritually. There are people out there trying to take advantage. But we all need to be diligent. We all need to know and be on guard and diligent to make sure that the things that are important, the things that are near and dear to our heart, do not get taken away from us without A, our knowledge, and B, our permission. Remember, the ball is in your court and nobody can take from you what is yours. So stake a claim. Stake a claim on everything that you want and what's important to you, and don't let it go missing, and more importantly, for you not to be missing in action when the time comes to do something about it. Anyway, check this beach out. How awesome is it? There's Mount Tomaree. I was up there this morning on the Mount Tomaree is that one there. So I was at the top there. I haven't been on the other side. Whee, here we go. Almost copped it. Almost copped it, but I didn't. Almost, but I didn't. You can come up and you can try and get me as much as you can, Mr. Water. But I've got an ear out. I've got an ear out for the breaking of the surf. So, another beautiful message, hopefully. And thank you for taking the time to listen to me, to be part of Jim's 5am Club. I do really enjoy putting these together, and hopefully one day I'll be able to go through and listen to them and make revisions and see some errors in my ways. But unless you lay a benchmark, unless you do something and put a line in the sand, unless you put a line in the sand and create a benchmark, then you've got nothing to measure yourself against. So what I'm doing with these Jim's 5am clubs is I'm putting my benchmark. I'm setting up my baseline, and I'll compare and contrast what I learn and where my life leads me to what I've said and what I've presented. Anyway, let's finish off now. I'm going to go for a swim. I can't wait to get in there. So once again, let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To all my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and most importantly, be diligent. Don't spend your time, don't spend your life blaming other people where you should be blaming yourself. If you haven't achieved the things you want to achieve in life, if you haven't got the fulfilling relationships, the good friendships, the peace of mind, it's not because somebody else is at fault, it's because you're letting yourself down. Get your act together, refocus on your past, let go of the past, let go of the crap, don't let that imprison you, and make the most of what you got left. As I say, it's not what happens to you, but what you do about it. So we've got more time left, even if it's one day. Let's live the last day of our lives in peace and happy, and don't worry about what's happened, because as I say, you can't cry over spilt milk. Not worth it. It's done. You can't fix it. It's gone. Just refocus and reframe it. Reframe it into something which is empowering. Reframe it into something which is positive to you. Use it to your advantage. Anyway, bye for now. Yasas, namaste kala, Kaya taksana po me. Up to Nelson Bay, Shoal Bay Beach. Middle of winter. To all my friends in Greece, this is winter in Australia. Can't get any better than this. I love it. Bye. Yas. Cheers.